think it's recording.
Huh?
Go, it's recording. I just took out.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? Your name? This is Boatie.
I'm BoPah. My bad. I just put gum in my mouth, and look at these big old pieces. Like they're hoop.
How many did you put in your mouth?
2. I like them. What?
I like them too.
Let's start talking to them.
Alright, so we are doing an update on our TTC.
Yeah.
Just wanted to talk a little bit about what BoPah has been doing and what we're been doing, and I think that we are following all the right steps this time. And BoPah had got a couple books, right?
Mhm.
You want to tell them about your book? Stop chewing that gum for a
No,
minute.
this gum is like really good. Okay. So a couple months ago, actually, we got I think it's called like preconception. Basically, a book to help get your body ready for baby making, which was really helpful and good because it talks about all types of stuff that I don't even know, stuff that I did not think would pertain to me, but it did. Um, and I'm still actually reading that. And then I got another book on my Kindle app, and it was like the Lesbian Guide to Pregnancy. And I've been looking for the essential pregnancy lesbian one that a couple of my subscribers had mentioned, but I cannot find it. Like for real, for real. I've been looking online, and it's like outrageous amounts, and I don't even think it's right because I know Amazon sometimes is wrong. I saw that on the news. How they like one book was like $500, and it was like just a mess up in their system that they have. So I don't even know if that's what's going on or what, but maybe this book is just that awesome that it's like that much. I have no clue. But yeah, so I've read those two, and like I said, they're really good. And I've been taking my prenatal vitamins, which are these dillies. You can't really see them too well. Sorry, it's like majorly blurry, but they're gummies. And the reason they're gummies
They're really good. I'm gonna have one right now.
the reason they're gummies is because well, obviously pills. You know, wouldn't you rather take a gummy than a pill? But I had I was taking vitamins and stuff already, and I just did not want to take another one. And so she found those, and they're really, really good. They're prenatal gummies.
Mm-hmm.
And on the cover, it did have a pregnant woman like on the side of it, but as you can tell over here, like I scraped it off because I didn't want my child to see that. So yeah. So anyways, so update on our TTC. Let's see. Well, I was ovulating. Okay, so this is what happened. So this whole ovulating shit has me like drive up the wall because I for real think I know, and then something happens, and I'm like, well, shit. So what happened was Monday. I think it was Monday. I took ovulation. The OPKs, like we got them at like Walmart. I think it was like clear answer some shit. Um, and that one said negative. Tuesday, it said positive. We had the two double lines that matched completely. They're both dark, so I'm like, I'm ovulating. I called her, and it actually worked because I had planned to go up. Um, we planned to go up and meet the giver that night anyways. So I was like super excited at work, and ended up going, and I told her, I'm like, I need to get a digital one because I want to do like the backup just in case, I want to see what that one says. Maybe, I mean, those lines, when you want to see lines, like you will go cross-eyed trying to see what you think is there. Especially if everything is like matching up. So, I ended up I drink a lot of water, and so what ends up happening is it gets diluted a lot because that's all I really drink. So I had drank too much water that day to even take it to try to think that it would be even somewhat accurate. So that night ended up going. We inseminated, and then Wednesday morning we inseminated, and then so Wednesday I ended up I think I ended up taking it, the ovulation, the Clear Blue Easy, the digital one, and
That showed the,
I wasn't ovulating right the first day.
yeah, it wasn't the first day.
Yeah, I was not, and had just like the circle. So then I was like, okay, I'm not ovulating, so maybe like Monday and Tuesday were like my highest days, whatever. So then Thursday, I decided to take it again because I was like, you know what? I mean, like, I drink water, like, and I know the test, like, you have to not, so, like, I would try not to. But I just had, like, I was like, let me just test it again. So then I tested again on Thursday, and what do you know? There's a smiley face. I'm like, what's happening? I got a smiley face. Well, I didn't get a smiley face, but I got a positive OPK on Monday and Tuesday. And then Friday, Thursday and Friday, I had positive on the digital. Um, but I had already originally planned to go up and see the giver again, anyways, on Friday. So it worked out. So we basically covered our bases. So a total of 3 times we inseminated, and yeah, so that's it. And so then I was testing these damn digital strips or the digital thingies because I'm like, why is it saying I'm ovulating? So then I tested again today just to see, and of course, it says it wasn't. So I'm not quite sure when exactly. Um, but either way, like I said, we did it 3 times. So hopefully. Um, Go ahead. Tell me your part.
Okay, so my part was to do the insemination. We ordered the kit offline. I think it was, how much was it? It came up to like $20 or so, but with shipping and everything, it was a little bit extra. And we did have it we did have it expedited, like have it, overnight or whatever. So, and with the tools, it was kind of difficult at first because it was my first time actually using it. It came with a syringe. It came with a catheter, which was kind of like this long, but it was really skinny and thin. And it also came with a speculum,
Mm-hmm.
um, which was kind of weird looking. But I actually, well, BoPah suggested I should kind of like, play around with it and try to figure it out before we actually do it, which was very helpful. So I would suggest that, if you do get the kit, just make sure that your partner is, comfortable using it and making sure that everything is kind of like in order, because you don't want to be like, okay, your donor or your giver give you the sample and then you're like going all crazy trying to figure
Fumbling
everything
around
out,
and yeah.
it just gets kind of frustrating for the both of you guys. What else? So we did it, like Bopa said, we did it 3 times last week. The first time was a little difficult. It did take us about 10 minutes to do from beginning to end.
And it's a lot because like beforehand when we did it, we originally just did it with a syringe. Um, and that was pretty easy. Only because it's kind of like a tampon. Put it in, you push the thing in, um, you know, and that was that. But with this one, we wanted obviously to be more accurate, a little bit more, basically up our chances for anything. So we had to get comfortable. I laid there, and she gave me a pillow for underneath my bottom, and she talked me through it. And you think that it would be like really simple, like, oh, it's gonna be simple, like you'll just know it's a little bit more, well, at least for us anyways, it's a little bit more difficult than that, only because like um I had to totally relax my body because she's using tools, and knowing that she's using the speculum to go in, and it's supposed to
and
open,
you up.
that's a little bit, but it was actually very smooth, and it wasn't, I think just the anticipation of knowing what was happening was worse than doing it, because once it was done, it was like, oh, that's it? Okay, and it helped too because we had a blanket, so I really couldn't see anything she was doing. All I saw was like her head. All I saw was her head.
My what?
Anyways, so yeah, but and then the second and third times it was like nothing.
Much smoother.
Yeah. So yeah. So hopefully, we'll see. Now we're in our 2-week waiting period. So I'm gonna try to definitely wait as long as I can to test. I do have an appointment tomorrow, just for like a normal checkup and things like that. So, we'll see how that goes, and I will talk to my doctor about, what we're trying to do, and I'm not quite sure what she's gonna say, or as far as what kind of test she's gonna want to do or whatever, but we'll see. Definitely keep you guys updated on that.
Yeah, I think, well, I'm not trying to go off the topic, but we just came from watching a movie, and I suggest you guys go see, what's that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Fast and the Furious 5.
It's like 5.
I think it's 5, yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, it was a good movie. We actually took Isaiah, our son, and it was action, and it was, I think when we made it funny because we're making jokes in it, whatever. But yeah, it was a really good movie.
Another time.
Oh, okay. So anyways, that's that. And if we have anything else to add, we'll make another video at some point in time. We'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all our subscribers. Appreciate it. Love getting messages and comments. And if you guys have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. And
we should find out in 2 weeks. Take
and
the pregnancy test.
Yeah, and we'll do that live. How about that?
And do it live.
Yeah.
Okay, so they can see our face
not
expression.
live, but you know what I'm saying, as live as it can get. Yeah, why not?
Hey.
I'm
up for it.
All right, you too. We'll see you later.
Stop.